Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the video. We're going to be going over Oyster Bay today, guys. The new World of Tanks map. This map is huge, by the way. And we're going to be doing it in the Hawk 30. Now, before we get going on this video, one thing I want to tell you guys, we're very close to 500 subs. For 500 subs, I'm going to be punishing myself for 500 subs, guys. We're going to be doing the Conqueror GC CGC Tier 10 Arty. We're going to be doing a session in this vehicle for the 500 subs mark. We're very close to it, guys. We're at about 486, I believe, subs right now. So smash the sub button if you want to see me suffer with Arty. And if you know me, you know it is not going to be a fun session because I hate Arty, guys. Like, Arty is just, I don't like playing it at all, man. And I also don't like getting hit by Arty, but go ahead, guys, smash the sub button, and I want to give you guys rewards for subbing and for following on Twitch and stuff. I want to start doing that now that I'm a streamer. I feel it's important to just come up with rewards and challenges and the like, right, as a streamer. So, Oyster Bay, guys, what do I think? I like the map. I'm just going to start off with that. I like Oyster Bay. You can see we're coming up to this bush line right here. I think these two bush lines are a really good starting place for Oyster Bay for a light tank. Even 90 is here. He's trying to kind of challenge me in this area, although he doesn't really know I'm here. But I think he's trying to get creative in this like, I guess we'll call this the mid, guys, right? Like this area, and we'll call this the west, I guess, and this the east. But it's weird because the map is kind of like this. Like, if you see the way the map goes, it's like sideways almost on the map. But that's what we're going to call it. And yeah, I'm going to start going after this even 90. If I have to take a hit, I will here, but he's getting just way too aggressive and it's making me uncomfortable. So I'm going to clean this guy up, and it is back to the garage for the even 90. Now, again, this is might not have mentioned this, guys. This is my first time playing this map in this replay. So something to keep in mind, and just something I want to note, that I have not played another game on this map up to this point. I believe I've now played 3 times on this map, but this was the first game. So I'm kind of trying to figure out the map as I go. However, I did see Steel Guts play this map, so I knew that you could come to these 2 bush lines. So likely, if you're watching this video, you know of this map, but I'm going to give you the overview as if you've never played on this map, guys. So what you have is you have the heavy section over here in the east, which is basically like a mini mountain pass, right? Then you have the mid, which is wide open. I would consider it this thing just to the, like, this side of the airfield. And in fact, even this middle area a bit. I would consider this to be the mid, where you can get kind of creative as a light tank in this area. And then you have the west side of this map over here, which is mostly the medium area. And also, this is where a lot of your tank destroyers are going to be, in this area and in this area, which on the map is like this area here and this area here. And I think Wargaming designed this map very well for most tanks. It seems to work for lights, it seems to work for mediums, it seems to work for heavies, it seems to work for tank destroyers. And of course, Arty, man, you can sit way in the back wherever the heck you want for the proper shots. We're going to try and get a shot here into the Viper, guys. I end up getting lit here. We're looking for a shot, and we get lit, I guess, by the E5. He was just in an area to be able to light me here. Viper gets a shot into me, but, you know, it's not changing that much. We're not a one-shot to really anything on the map except, like, the BZ-176, I guess. And we're going to come back and just be safe. But this is things to note, guys. Be careful of the tank destroyers over here. Be careful of people poking in this area. Now, we're going to go to the free replay camera, guys, and I'm just going to show you a big overview of this map so you can kind of see what else is going on here. There are some cliffs near the cap circle that you can use, and it looks like it's a little different. So you have this upper area, right, of this cliff. However, you don't really have shots at defending the base. So if you're going to defend the base, you don't want to be up in this area because this cliff blocks your shots. Over on this side, you can actually get very creative. And in another game that I've played on the stream today, I noticed that you can push this corner of the map, and actually, because of these bushes here, you can almost stay hidden if someone is poking this corner. You can get creative with that. But honestly, I would tell you guys, with a light tank, just start here. And then from here, you can get more creative in trying to push this. So I'm starting to venture over now to this area of the map to see if there's a way I can use this bush right here. So this is where we are, guys. Just to the side of this tank destroyer hill. Seeing if this would actually work. But what I realize is that this rock actually kind of blocks a lot of your view range here. And just the way this rock formation is, you're not getting a lot of view range from this bush. So in my opinion, I don't think this is a good area to come. I really believe that you have to try and use like maybe this bush if you're going to advance pretty far on this side of the map, or just the bushes over here, guys. Like, it's just not worth it, in my opinion, to try anywhere else. You just don't have the right angles to spot, I will say. So I would recommend that you just don't come over here, let the battle happen, let people, you know, kind of duke it out over here, and let them do the same over here until the game starts progressing. And then what you can do is use the map to your advantage. I tell you guys this all the time, use everything you can to your advantage. Use your armor, use your view range, use your concealment, use your mobility, use everything you need to use, including the map, right? About to go down the hill here, and I noticed that it's a little steeper than I thought, so be careful. Like, if you're in a tank destroyer, I'd recommend you don't try and jump off these cliffs. They're a little higher than you think. Just go around. It might take you a little extra time, but just go around. Unless you're in like a huge tank destroyer, you might be able to make it work. But I think we're going to die there trying to jump off that cliff in the Hawk, so I don't do it. So now watch the way I play this, guys. We're going to come over here, and this part of the map is something else I want to talk about. This is basically like Abbey over here. If you guys know on Abbey, when you take the mid, and on the heavy line you have these gaps where you can shoot the heavies, very similar to Abbey, guys. So you have this area where you can get shots through these gaps, and look at the shots I have with the BZ. Now this is risky because I end up basically putting myself right in front of this guy, and a teammate here jumps off the cliff. But BZ starts paying attention to what's in front of him rather than what's behind him, which for once I'm not targeted in a light tank, and we're able to get one more shot into this guy, and he is cleaned up by my team. And now we have basically won the east or southeast part of this map, and we're able to advance. And take a look here, guys. You also have a bush right here. So if you're going to advance from this spawn, you can use this bush effectively. We actually spot the T-69. He ends up being AFK. I take one step back just to go solid bush, and I'm like, yeah, it just looks like this guy is AFK. So I'm going to take another shot there. It misses, and I'm like, all right, let's just advance and make sure we're getting the spotting damage on this guy. And I'll keep targeting this guy in the meantime. It actually doesn't even look like we're getting the spotting damage. It's shared by a couple of people, right? Because we only get 300 out of that. And we're going to keep advancing. But look at the combined score, guys. And this is what you're able to do on Oyster Bay. Because Oyster Bay is such a large map, in my opinion, it's very easy to get a high score on this map, because the games are going to last a pretty long time, especially when people are still trying to figure out the map. So, and this ends up being like a 15-5, and still, guys, we were able to get, look at my combined score up here, man. We're at like 4,000 combined. So this is a very, very good game, right? So we're going to get one more shot into the BZ here. I'm trying to clean up the CS, but someone on my team ends up cleaning him up. I believe it's the Centurion. Actually thought it might have been the Charioteer. We get one more shot into the BZ-176, guys, and that's going to be the game. I think I've talked about pretty much everything I want to talk about, but we're going to go on the free replay camera, guys. Take one more look at this map, and just before the game ends, we are going to take a dive into the water here, and there we go. GG, game is over, guys, and that's it. So let's go into the free replay camera. Can I get this to work? It might be because I went off of the screen here or whatever, but can we get the free replay camera to work, ladies and gentlemen? There we go. And let's take one more look at this map, guys. I don't know why this is getting so glitchy on me. There we go. All right. So let's take one more look at this map, guys. We'll go on the pause here. And what do we have? A very long, large map, guys. So you have this airstrip in the middle. We've talked about these two bushes. As you can see from the overview, they're good areas to take. You can also try and go here to these bushes. You have this option. However, I truly believe that your better option is taking this bush, only because I think you're able to spot people going this way. You're able to possibly outspot the enemy light, and I think you have just a better angle at spotting this hill. Let's take a look at it. If we come over here, I just think you're not really going to spot that much here. You know, if people come up here, you will spot them, but I think this is a better option, guys, just because it's more centralized in the map, or on the map. And I just think you have the better angle at possibly spotting TDs over in this area. But you can experiment yourselves, guys. These are the two areas I would recommend you try out. But if I had to tell you to go to one bush, I would say go to these two. I think it's better that way. But you do have that option, right? And you can even come back to these bushes when you need to return to the base and spot people that are coming in. You can try coming to here, coming to here. Like, I really like how Wargaming made this map so that you have a lot of options. So anyway, this is where most mediums are going to come, guys. This is where the TDs are going to sit here and here. Heavies are going to mostly be over here, and then your light tanks can start experimenting in this area. You saw how we advanced here. There's a bush right here and there's a bush right here, so it's actually very easy for light tanks to progressively scout this, in my opinion, and move up to here, depending on what spawn you're on, or move up to here as we did. And we spotted the T-69. I know he was AFK, but I think it's a good example of how you can make the map work. Again, be mindful of the crossfire right here, okay? Any and all crossfire is welcome from your team, obviously. So I also think it's a good idea to sit in this bush to spot those people, because your TDs from over here might have those shots, guys. Just a lot to talk about, and so I'm getting starting to lose my words, guys. But one more thing to take a look at, guys, is over in this area of the map. It's very open, but you could be creative with a tank destroyer and sit in this area, or sit over here in this area. And if you'd like to try and advance, you can do that as well. Maybe come to here. You might have some shots at the sides of heavies. And when you're sitting in these areas, one thing to be mindful of as a heavy is to know who you're exposed to. You have 3 alleyways here, so you really have to be mindful of how you have your tank angled. So if you're playing in a heavy, be very, very cautious about that, guys. Be very, very cautious about that. And the same thing goes for the other spawn as well. But I find this map to be great, guys. I really like how it's a very, very large map. I feel like Wargaming always wants the games to be quick, but on this map, likely because this map is so large, they're not going to be that big, and you're going to end up with really, really nice combined scores of like 4,500 combined, guys, right? So that's how I feel about this map. If you have any questions for me on Oyster Bay, guys, please feel free to drop a comment below, and I will get back to you. Let's take a look at the emplates real quick. This was a, that's kind of weird how the map, that's still like, there we go. It was like, instead of my bar there, it was still showing the game. So we ended up doing like 4,400 combined, or whatever the heck here, guys. 4,500 combined. It was a very, very good game. We actually detected a lot of vehicles. I think this means we detected 9 vehicles. First class, guys. Again, 2178 damage. We had 1,111 experience, actually, with just the 1 kill, which is very good for this map. And the soundtrack ain't bad either, right? 130k we made here, guys. Again, here's the final score. It was almost a 9-minute game, and even then I think we were much better than this enemy team. So if you get a balanced matchmaking, which I know is rare, but if you have teams that are pretty balanced, this could be easily 15-minute games, guys, on this map, and I really, really like that. So overall, I'm going to tell you guys, in the 3 battles I think that I've played on this map, it was at least 2, but I think I've been on it 3 times now. That was my first battle. I like it, guys. I do. I really, really like it. I'm happy with Wargaming's decision to bring it into the game. And I just think because it's such a large map and you have so many areas where you can spot, you can progressively scout, there's spots for TDs, it works for all tanks. Your heavies have an area, your mediums have an area, your tank destroyers have an area, like I said, your light tanks have an area, guys. And I think it's also one of those maps where if you kind of know how the crossfire works and you know how the map works, you're going to have a good time on it. So that's how I feel about Oyster Bay, guys. And again, if you have any questions about this map, I would be happy to answer them. But I definitely wanted to get a video out because I'm sure people are wondering, like, what does Whirls think of Oyster Bay? And there you go, guys. So there's my first battle on Oyster Bay. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you aren't subbed, remember, smash the sub button, guys, because we're going to do a punishment stream, or rather, a punishment session. And I will also find a way to probably put it on Twitch of the CGC from my old account, the Conqueror GC, and we might also play the Gorilla Tier 5 Arty, and Again, guys, if we can get to 1,000 subs, we are going to do an entire 4-hour stream of just artillery, and you guys can make me suffer, and we'll be doing something else as well. I'm not just going to do that for 1,000 subs. I might do a giveaway or something, guys. We'll just have to wait and see. But I want to encourage you guys to sub and try and give you guys some sort of reward for subscribing, right? I feel like it's really important as a streamer to have rewards for your viewers. Otherwise, it's almost pointless, right? So obviously I have those drops on, but I do unique things in my streams so that you guys can redeem things and engage with me, and I think it is fun that way. So again, guys, hit the like button, hit the sub button, comment whatever you want below. It really helps me out, and that's it, guys. So hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something, and I am hoping that I'm teaching you guys things, right? That's the reason for my channel in the first place, is to try and teach you guys things about light tanks, things about the maps, things about the game mechanics, and that's it, guys. All right, so stay tuned for more videos. I'm dropping one like almost every single day. Today's Saturday, and I'm going to try and get this video out tomorrow, but obviously I will be streaming tomorrow, guys, so get on Twitch as well. Saturday and Sunday, I'm always going to be streaming, and jump in. All right, follow the Twitch channel. It's right on my YouTube. I'll show you guys real quick. If you go to my channel on YouTube, you can sub to the Twitch, and it should be down below also in the link, but right here, guys, here's my Twitch channel. All right, and come and follow, guys, and so you don't miss anything on the weekends, right? And obviously you can see we played just there. That's Oyster Bay right there on the thumbnail. All right, guys, catch you for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye now.